that with the RLD bringing the Jat vote bank, the Samajwadi Party bringing the Muslim vote bank, if these two communities were to combine, it's a game changer in Western UP, make no doubt about it. But in the last few elections in 2019, in 2017, before that, and even in 2014, the Jats have voted largely as Hindus and have voted for the BJP. Will this new alliance alter the electoral dynamics? To talk about this, I'm joined live and exclusive on the Newstrack by the big newsmaker of the day. He's been campaigning through Western UP, trying to revive and carry forward his family's rich legacy. Jayant Chaudhary, National President of the RLD. He was at that big rally with Akhilesh Yadav this morning. Welcome, Jayant Chaudhary, to the Newstrack. The last time there was a UP ke Ladke alliance in Uttar Pradesh was in 2017 when Rahul Gandhi and Akhilesh Yadav went up against Modi and Shah together. They came a cropper. What makes you hopeful that this alliance between the RLD and the SP, between Jayant Chaudhary and Akhilesh Yadav, will alter and disrupt the electoral dynamics of Western UP? Jayant Chaudhary, welcome.
Hi. See, last election was a different election. BJP had dominated the national scene and it had not been in power in BJP in Uttar Pradesh for many years. So there was a newness to the party. And of course, they ran a very aggressive campaign. There was a whole campaign on polarization. And in fact, if you remember, Prime Minister came down and he was talking about Shamshan Ghats and those sort of petty issues which we thought the voters would see through and would not accept. But in fact, it gave BJP a huge majority. But I think a lot of water has flown under the bridge. There were a lot of expectations. A brute majority was handed over to BJP. Largely, it is a non-performance of the legislators, of the Chief Minister, of the government in its entirety. The fact that they made so many promises which they've not been able to keep. Also, the farmer agitation, which goes beyond any region or caste or those sort of traditional affinities. Have been broken because all over the country there was a wholehearted acceptance of the struggle of farmers and people wanted to stand by them. And especially in our region in Western UP, we organized a number of panchayats which were attended by people across communities. So there was widespread support for the movement, which now people will see that they were in the right. The last 1 year, the issues that people were taking up and campaigning for, that eventually it was people's power that won. And that will also give our cadres, our workers, a lot of sort of motivation to work at the grassroots.
But what's changed dramatically is that the farmers have now agreed, it seems, to call off their agitation. The government has taken back the 3 farm laws and the farmers are saying, since most of their demands have been accepted, they will not carry forward their agitation. Does that then diffuse farmer anger in Western Uttar Pradesh and give the BJP an opportunity to try and win the community back?
Let's be very honest. It's the starting of December and the government's claim was that farmers' income will be doubled by 2022. It has not happened. Today's meeting was in Meerut, and in Meerut zone there are about 66,000 farmers who have Nalkoop electricity connections for irrigating their lands. And about 160 crore is owed by these very farmers. On the other hand, sugarcane, which is the biggest crop in this region in Western UP in several districts, it's supposed to be a cash crop where payments are supposed to be made out in 14 days. A distinct promise was made by Prime Minister Modi, by Shri Amit Shah, by Chief Minister, that payment will be made in 14 days. It has not happened. So there was a deep-rooted disenchantment. There is agrarian distress. Farm prices at the mandi gates have not been remunerative. And that all led to a conducive environment for the sort of revolt that you saw. Yes, the farm laws were not acceptable for people. People were saying that we don't have mandis in Uttar Pradesh. We are forced to travel to Haryana to sell our paddy. Why not build mandis here? Why are you devastating a system and a structure that works in our neighboring states? So there was resentment. But to say that just by taking the laws back, BJP has done a big favor to farmers, no. People are still very angry. Shri Teni is still a minister in government. and people will hold BJP accountable for the last 1 year and for the many lives that we lost.